Hi, welcome to my kind of unconventional travel vlog. I didn't film as much as I hoped when I was in Japan, but what I did do was I journaled. So I got this bag in the Traveller's Factory in Tokyo, and I made this journal. So what I'm gonna do is in this video I'm gonna show you my travels through Japan with this journal and the very small clips of Japan that I managed to film. So I tried to collect stickers from pretty much everywhere we went. So we went to an aquarium, we went to see Snoopy, we had lots of rice balls in the Studio Ghibli Museum. So our travels began on the bus to the airport, and then we went and stayed overnight. Stop making faces when I film it. Hello. We flew directly to Helsinki and then to Tokyo instead of doing the direct to Tokyo, just because it worked out a little bit cheaper, and that was a long flight otherwise. So in a way it was quite nice to get off and stretch our legs in the layover.
Just pinch this off. Just going back in. No work again. Bish bash boy.
Layover in Finland.
It was actually a little kid that it was their first time flying, and they gave us like a little packet of sweeties, and it was just the cutest thing ever. On the flight over, just before landing, we did see Mount Fuji through the window, and I did cry. I had big kind of blubbery tears as I looked at Mount Fuji for the very first time.
お手荷物は前の座席の下、または頭上の荷物入れにご収納ください。緊急時、お手荷物は機内から持ち出すことはできません。電子機器の電源はすべてお切りください。携帯端末は引き。
I've always wanted to go to Japan, so it's just, I don't know, it was just a dream comes true, and it was that sort of, oh my god, it's actually Japan moment when I saw it, so it was really cool. You're shaded in the dark. We landed in Japan and we got the Passimo cards. I really recommend it if you are going to Japan, getting a Passimo card. We happen to have the very cute Sanrio edition, so it had all the little characters on it. I believe mine is actually in here. It is. There it is. So it's just this little card, and you put money on it, and then you can get on all the trains. And the trains are a lifesaver over there. They are what you need. We didn't really use it the first day, and I regretted it so much because the blisters I got were intense. They were a bit mad. I do recommend them. So this was just the view when I arrived, and it was just really beautiful. We stayed in a dinosaur hotel, and I don't know how to describe this to you, but they were real, not real dinosaurs obviously, but they were real robot dinosaurs, and they like spoke. I'll pop the clip on obviously, but it was magic. it was really, really, really cool. All dressed up for Halloween. It was just, I don't know, it was just the coolest thing in the entire world. Day one, we just walked around Japan. We mainly wanted to look at shrines in the morning of when we arrived in Tokyo, so that's what we did. And then it was sort of rush hour, so we made a very bold decision to walk into town. So it was a lot longer than we thought. We thought, oh, you know, like 2 hours 40 minutes, that's not bad. That is bad. Don't walk that because it will ruin your holiday. We're going to all the shrines today. I forget I need to speak into the camera. Zoom in. And then we're going on an adventure around Tokyo. Say hi to future you. Hello.
The leaves are so thick here, it just catches the wind.
We had crazy blisters, but we saw so many beautiful sights on the way there. We stopped in at this place called Cozy Corner, and Cal got a crepe cake, which is like tons of layers of crepes, and then I got this absolutely amazing strawberry cheesecake. And to end the day, we went to Teamland Borderless, or Teamland Planet, sorry. Teamland Borderless is the other version. And it is just this absolutely insane light show. I'll pop the videos up. There's fish! And I don't know, it was just magic. It was just a really beautiful way to end the first day. It just kind of, I don't know, something about it just screamed, you're in Japan. If that didn't feel like we were there already, then this certainly did.
It's like the photo of us in Europe.
Just how amazing it is. Day 2, we went to the Snoopy Museum. I am completely obsessed with Snoopy, and the museum, it did not disappoint. If you're a fan of Snoopy, you need to go to the museum. It is so cool. I got this cool sticker from the Snoopy Museum. I went a bit ham, and like the tickets into the museum are like little clips from Snoopy, and they're just the cutest things ever. They're just the coolest things. They're so cute. And another thing about Japan is all the receipts are cute. There's just something about the receipts in Japan. They're just so much cuter than receipts anywhere else in the world. They're just like, I have no UK receipts to show you, but believe me when I say they are so ugly compared to I think it's the writing and like the little stamps and the details, and like, look at this. This is like, they're just the cutest things. These were like flyers, and they've got a little Snoopy on them. Like they've got like oh, it's just, the attention to detail was just absolutely stunning. I have no idea what these flyers are for. Absolutely no idea. I just picked them up. I was like, this is free, they are for me. Thank you very much. And yeah, they were just, I'm just destroying my book. They were just they're just beautiful. We got the train and we're going to the Snoopy Museum. And there's like pumpkins and stuff in this train station, and a giant Snoopy. It's super cute. It's Halloween time, so it says Happy Halloween. So it's very cute. Our thing is at 10, so we're here a little bit early. We're hoping to get breakfast, but it's nothing's open yet. So don't do what we did and show up like 2 hours early for your thing. But it looks really nice, the food on the posters. Cal's getting money out. There's a cash machine down there. It's really cute. The directions for finding the Snoopy Museum is follow the Snoopies. Yeah. So it's gonna be like a little trail of Snoops. Day 3, it was an odd day because Cal was going to go and see his friends, so it was me by myself, so I didn't get up to very much. We went to Cozy Corner again, and then I just kind of daunted about. I took some photos, and that was pretty much it. I didn't do much this day. It did feel a little bit like a wasted day, but he really enjoyed it. He ended up going to some hot springs, and I regretted not going with him, so we learned some, you know. It's all about learning. Again, look how cute. This is a Starbucks like receipt. It's so cute. I even said it at the time, it's so cute. And this washi tape I got when I was there as well. Everything is so much cuter in Japan. It's just so much cuter. Day 4, we got the bullet train. We said goodbye to our absolutely lovely dinosaur hotel. And we took the bullet train over to Kyoto. And spoilers, Kyoto was my favourite part. We got the JR pass, which I do recommend getting if you are going to anywhere outside of Tokyo on your trip. We went to Nagoya as well. I don't know why this one's here. It's a spoiler for the future. But it was really cool. driving in Kyoto, you could just feel like the history of it. It was just beautiful, and we did leave quite early in the morning, so we were able to get pretty much a full day of Kyoto. We walked along, and my horrible Polaroid pictures don't do it justice. I'll pop in some videos, and it was absolutely stunning.
Trying to film a nice cinematic shot for my vlog. And you're like, the money's already spent. For a bullet train, it's actually not going that fast. He's just revving up. There he goes.
It was just the coolest trip ever. It was just absolutely beautiful. We have these ice creams, and the views, oh my god, the views, they were just so this was a very old street. It's the most famous street, I believe, in Kyoto, and it's the one that leads right up to the really large Buddhist temple. But we didn't know there was a bigger Buddhist temple beyond this point. We thought we had reached the top, so we just went home after that. But the next day we do come back and revisit it. This was the walk we did. I actually found this one from Sunday Love. She does vlogs. You'll know who Sunday Love is if you like Japan. If you don't, go check out Sunday Love. I absolutely adore her channel. I love her channel, if you will. That's cringe. Yeah, it was just the most amazing place I've ever seen. I can't put into words just how lovely Japan is. I feel like I'm not describing it well enough. I'm not doing it justice, but hopefully the videos and the flick through of my diary will help. This was day 5, by the way, we're on right now, and we did that walk, and we found this place called Kyoto Nitodo. I'm really sorry if I'm butchering that. And it is this little coffee shop, and they do artisan coffee, and it's just absolutely lovely. And it's also a little art shop. That was cool. We managed to get some products from them. I got a t-shirt, which I think is really cool. Me and Cal kind of fought over it because he had said that he wanted one, but I also got one and he didn't want to match, so he ended up not getting it and then regretting it in the end. So one day when we return, he will get that t-shirt. Until then, it's all mine. Day 6, we went to the bamboo forest. There's not much more of this photo because it was completely packed with tourists, but I've laid it out in a way that it doesn't look too packed. So if you do go, even if you go very early in the morning, it's completely chock-a-block full of people. As you can see, I'm still getting used to trying to take pictures of anything with my Polaroid camera. It just was not agreeing with me. But in a way that it kind of looks artsy, the out of focus and then the in focus shot. it was absolutely beautiful views, and we saw this option for a boat ride. So Cal took me out on the boats. I got absolutely eaten alive by mosquitoes, which is another tip, is get mosquito spray before you go out. It's called skin vape over there, so if you are looking for it when you're in Japan, look for skin vape and you should be able to find it. We did find the monkey area though, and I don't know if you can see it, but the little monkey has a stick in its mouth and it's maybe the cutest thing ever. But that's one of the things. And I found this huge sticker. It's very pretty, but I feel like this one went a little bit more with the style of the book. So, and then again, bring bug spray. But it was really nice. Another tip, if you are going to buy them, not the monkeys, but buy food to feed the monkeys, they did prefer apples over the peanuts. So if you had apples, they would run over to you and abandon those with peanuts. Them again, and I got to tick taiyaki off of my list. I actually didn't like the taiyaki very much. I was really hoping I would like it because I've seen it and it's super cute, but it didn't tickle my pickle. And we went to oops, it's not very satisfying. We went to, it was Kyoto. I got this one in Kyoto, sorry for lying. It says Tokyo on it, and I think that's what threw me off. But we went to Kyoto and we got the Traveller's Factory. I also got a little coin, if I can find it. It's basically just a little thing that says Japan. I did stick it on my notebook until the bands broke, but I think it's just a nice little thing. Little thing to have for Japan. But yeah. Despite not liking the taiyaki, this was definitely one of my favourite days of the whole trip. At night we went to this really beautiful ramen restaurant and there was an old man there and he wanted to talk to us about his travels and things he's done, and it was just really magical. And we met a lot of really lovely people on this holiday, and it was just, I can't put into words about just how magical Japan is and how wonderful this trip was. But yeah, moving on. So day 7 was basically just these yellow pillars. They are absolutely beautiful, and if you did want to go, then go for it. It's this one here. It's really, really lovely. However, we wanted to do the full loop, the full walk, and it was a huge mistake because from day 1 my feet were so sore, and it just, because it was a lot of walking on this trip, I didn't feel that the walk was totally worth it. The main view is at the first sort of checkpoint. After that, your pillars all the way, and there's no view at the very top, so you can miss it if you want. But if you want to be like us, it is just a little circuit, and it will take you the entire day if you're as unhealthy as I am. Kyoto.
There's vending machines everywhere, and there's even like Costa coffee. I've gotten this before, it's really good. And there's this apple juice, and it's like the best thing in the world. It's like drinking real apples. I know that's what you're doing, but like it's so appley. I feel like in the UK the apple juice is just really like fake tasting. But Cal and I are going to some shrines and stuff today. Yeah, and that's it. I'll film a little bit. I'm not very good at filming this though, because I just get too buzzing and take pictures instead and then continue on. It's beautiful. Look at these pretty blue flowers.
So, day 8, we went to Nagoya. What happened was we went home on day 7, and then the next day we went to Nagoya, which meant that we went back on ourselves. It wasn't a great decision. I don't know why we did it like that. We probably should have stayed one more night in Kyoto and then done this on a Kyoto day, but we didn't. We win some, we lose some, we learn some. So on day 8 we went to see the Totoro Museum. It was the warehouse actually, sorry. I really recommend it to anyone that loves Studio Ghibli. The museum itself was absolutely stunning. It was beautiful. And I wish I filmed more than I did. I have one clip from the Studio Museum, and it was just this one here. And I don't know why I didn't film any more than that. I should have filmed more than that. I just think I was overwhelmed with how just beautiful it was. The tickets, they used to be a piece of film. They're not anymore. This is the tickets. I kind of wish they were the bit of film. I was hyping myself up for a bit of film. But it was okay. The film we did see, speaking of films, was this really cute one with a little blobby man and an egg girl. It was just the coolest thing ever. I did spend slightly too much in the shop, but I think that's just kind of what's gonna happen when you're in Japan anyway, especially the Studio Ghibli museums. And then we went back. I had mistakenly booked our hotel in what's the area called? Kabukicho. Please be aware that is the red light district, and if you are a fool like me that has never been to Japan before, Kabukicho is the red light district, so the nightlife is crazy there, as well as there are a little bit more seedy activities if you need to be aware of that. So day 9 we went to see capybaras, which was so cool. I absolutely loved the capybaras, and it was just the cutest little experience because they're huge, and we have guinea pigs at home, so Cal was loving it, and we got to like rub their tummy. It was just lovely. And after that we went to a little sushi restaurant, and it was the first bit of sushi we had on this whole trip, so I don't know why it took us that long. 4, 5. That made me lost. I guess we lost.
What is soy sauce?
That's not soy sauce, that's oil.
We also went to an aquarium, and it was the most beautiful aquarium I've ever been to in my life, and it was just full of jellyfish. There were so many jellyfish. I've never seen so many jellyfish in my life, and like we got to get so close to them as well. It was just beautiful. I feel like I'm saying it so much, but it really was. It was really lovely. Day 10, we just relaxed. This was the most relaxing day I have ever experienced. We just chilled, we had coffee, we rested our feet, we packed our bags because we were leaving soon, and I think it's a good idea to pack your bags, not the day before you leave or the day of leaving, but like 3 days before you leave, because there is that sort of, you get to recap the holiday, you get to see if there's anything you're missing, anything you still want to get, and you know, it's just, I thought it was quite a good use of our day. And then day 11, we went all the way over to get the little bread, the little bits of bread shaped like Totoro, made by Miyazaki's sister-in-law. And it was really, really cool. And this was them here. I'll pop a picture on the screen as well.
Get a good food.
And I popped the little menu in, so if anyone can read Japanese, you can have a wee go at that. And this was them. We also went to Ryogoku, which is the sumo district, and we did see a sumo, and we might have followed him quite embarrassingly, and we did take a picture with him as well, so it was quite cool. I think his name was Gowashimaru. I'm sorry if I butchered that as well, but it was really cool, and it was one of Cal's goals when we were out there, to see a real sumo in the flesh. So that was really cool. And this was our final day. What I wanted to do was recreate the first day and go to some temples and then go to Cozy Corner and just enjoy ourselves. And it was quite bittersweet. I got really upset. I feel quite upset thinking about it, if I'm totally honest. It was just the perfect end to a holiday. It was really nice. Just the recreation of the first day just felt quite serendipitous. It felt very beautiful, and I'm really happy that we managed to do that. Here's tips for future me and some of the tape. So this is sort of my haul portion. I did some really horrible drawings. But yeah, I just think it was the coolest thing ever. I got some tapes. I wrote a little bit. We tried some absolutely crazy Kit Kats. It was just the most amazing thing ever. Yeah, that's the end of that. I have some scraps in the back of my notebook as well, bits that I collected. So that's just receipts. A little, you got weighed when you were in when you were in the Traveller's Factory. A menu from the Peanuts. Oh, a receipt. I was obsessed with receipts out there, honestly. This was the Studio Ghibli warehouse map. I don't know if you can see that, but this was what it looked like. Yeah, it was just an absolutely incredible holiday, and I do recommend if you are going to Japan. I hope you have an absolutely amazing time, and if you're not and you just wanted to watch my video, then thank you so much.